today. Oh my gosh, y'all, we are snowed in. Oh my goodness. We got like 8 inches of snow during the day and last night. And then on top of that, we got like almost a half inch of ice. So they were saying like power outages and trees falling down. And listen, we live on top of a big old hill. So we are going nowhere. Like we are so snowed in. Which kind of makes me want to bake. So I don't mind driving in the snow, but I don't drive in ice. So, but there's no getting out of our. I mean, there's just no even getting out. Nobody's getting out today in this area. So let's make some big old bakery blueberry muffins. That's what I want to make today because I know Jim will love one. So let's just get started. All right, I'm gonna start with half a cup of butter that's melted and I let it cool. I mean, you don't really have to, but it's been sitting here for a few minutes. So 1 egg, 1 whole egg, and 1 egg yolk. And then we're going to use, y'all know me, a cup of buttermilk. Buttermilk makes everything better when you're baking. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and 1 cup of sugar. And then I'm going to whisk that together. And we're just going to whisk it kind of good. Now listen, y'all, I always try to put the recipe in the caption, so if you click that little more button down there at the very bottom, like way down there, you'll be able to see the recipe and screenshot it. Now, occasionally I forget, and TikTok won't let you add it, so if I forget, I can't go back and then add it. So, I didn't forget today. Well, I might forget today. I haven't done it yet, because you don't type all that in till later. All right, so we got that just kind of mixed in. Now let's add our dry ingredients. So what I've got here is 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. And then I added everything into this. So what I have here is 3 tablespoons of baking powder. 3 tablespoons. Do not listen to me, y'all. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. We would have muffins like that. A teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Y'all don't come at me. We're going to dump that in. And then we're just going to whisk this together real good. Now listen, we're going to use about 1½ cups of blueberries. I'm just using the whole package because, I mean, what am I going to do with like a handful of blueberries left? I'd just soon put them in these blueberry muffins. So here we go. So look at this. It's pretty thick. And that's what we want. And I'm just going to make sure I get it all in there, y'all. And then we're going to add our blueberries. Now here's what I did to my blueberries. I took my blueberries and I added like a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of flour. And I shook them up so it would kind of coat those blueberries. That will help them to not fall down into the bottom, the very bottom of your muffin. So now I'm going to fold these in. So I'm not going to whisk these in because I don't want to break them all up. And I forgot to get me a spoon to do that. But I should be able to do it. Should be able to grab me a spoon here. And then we're just going to gently, because you don't want to break those blueberries all up. We're just going to gently stir those in, fold them in, because we want every muffin to have plenty of blueberries. So, let me get my muffin pan ready, and we'll come and fill it. All right, so I've got my muffin tin here. I'm doing 6 big ones, and I'm going to put liners in it. Now listen, we're going to make a streusel that goes on top of this before we put them in the oven. So I'm just going to fill these. And like I said, we're making big bakery muffins. I might see if I can get out on the road in my boots and walk down and take a few to my neighbor. Because I know they're snowed in and they're older than we are. And they might like a fresh blueberry muffin. But now I'm not going to break my neck. If I get out there and it is sliding like crazy, I'm probably not going to do it. All right, let me get these finished filling up, and then we'll make our streusel. Y'all, gosh, I love those little commercial breaks where y'all don't see what's happening and I can clean up my space a little bit and you don't have to watch a commercial. All right, I've got in here 3/4 of a cup of flour and 1/3 of a cup of sugar. And I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. And then y'all, I'm going to use my 10-digit mixer. It's the best tool in the kitchen. And I'm just going to mix this all up until it's crumbly. All right, y'all, so I've got that mixed up. Not really great. I didn't have the patience. But now I used my fingers, and that's because Jim came in and told me that we were not going to be able to walk down the hill to the neighbors, that there was no way, that we would probably fall and kill ourselves. So I used my fingers since it's just us. I would have used a fork if we were taking them to the neighbors, but we're not. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of this topping on the top of each of these, and just do it however you want. However much you want. I'm gonna put quite a bit on. I'm messy today, y'all, and it doesn't even matter. This is a lot. This made a lot more than I needed, so that's all I'm gonna do. Look at this mess that I have made, y'all. Good Lord. All right, we're gonna pop them in a 425-degree oven for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna turn that oven down to 375 for about another 10-12 minutes. Keep an eye on them. All right, y'all, look at these giant bakery blueberry muffins. Let's get Jim in here to taste them. All right, y'all, Jim's doing taste test for us. Choose whichever one you want.
They're
all the same, blueberry muffins. Look, they're big bakery muffins.
Have you already showed it to them, how big they are?
Well, I showed them like this.
Like this, okay. They smell really good.
That's that streusel on top.
That's streusel, and then I can smell the blueberry.
Ooh, and it's probably still hot. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Ah, it looks good, y'all. It's snowing again, you guys.
Oh, that's very good.
Good? Okay, let me try a little tiny
crunch.
piece.
Right down the top, the blueberries. You got a lot of blueberries in there.
I'm trying to be good, y'all, but I'm gonna try a little piece.
I like that.
Mmm. Oh my gosh, that just made me want some more, y'all. All right, blueberry muffins. Bakery blueberry muffins. Bye now.